Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to...
You just clocked 60. How does it feel to be 60? I mean, those of us who are in our 50s would like to know how those of you who are now in your 60s, how you feel or how it feels to join that club.
The truth is that I just feel like I'm 30, because you feel you feel with your body, you don't feel with your age. So
Okay. All right. Now, what was the first thing you did when you woke up that morning? I mean, the exact day you clocked 60. What was the first thing you did?
okay, the first thing I did was like I woke up in the morning, knelt down, and then I prayed. I thanked God for letting me make 60 because my father didn't make 60. So so it was a very humbling, privilege for me to make 60. So I knelt down and thanked God. And that was the first thing I did. And of course, my wife, in fact, they woke me up in the middle of the night because I usually turn in early, and they woke me about 12 midnight, my kids, my wife.
Okay.
They fixed, a problem. Then I had to leave my room, went downstairs, met them there, and then I thought there was a problem, and as I was trying to solve the problem for them, everybody just allowed me to sit down, and then they started singing happy birthday to me. So it was quite humbling, and then they started giving me gifts. So by the time I went back to bed, I went back to the room, I knelt down and prayed, and then that's so.
Okay.
Then
Was there any specific request that you,
come again.
yeah, did you ask for a birthday from God?
Did I do what? Did I ask anything from God?
Yeah, anything special from God on
No,
that day?
no. It was more of a moment of gratitude. I was just a moment of gratitude. Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't have a need to accept my usual prayers for myself and then family, friends, those who cannot pray, and that's all.
Okay. Now, what would you say has been the greatest lesson that life has taught you at 60?
The greatest lesson I learned was that you need to work on yourself to ensure that you enter 60 feeling younger, because that way you look around you see a lot of your friends are having they're having hypertension, they're having sugar issues, they're having one problem or the other, and then you clock 60 and then your sugar is far below 90, then your blood pressure is 120 over 90 over 80, and then you feel good, you're strong, you exercise regularly, and then so I just think that you just take care of yourself so that when you enter 60 you don't feel it. That's all.
All right. So, what would you describe as your greatest accomplishment at 60?
Okay, my greatest accomplishment at 60 is first of all, professionally I would say that I retired into what I retired um, I retired into okay, let me say that I got to the zenith of my profession, which is you've done your work professionally in the I've been in the advertising agency business for over 33 years, and then 2 years ago I was appointed to serve my people, so the service of the people is like the height of our profession. So I think that this is actually the achievement. Then I see all my kids. They some of them have graduated. Some are in the university. Just have one, in secondary school, and then you're healthy. Everybody's healthy around you. So I think that that should be my achievement. Then fulfillment, of course, as a writer, because you you want to do so many things in life, and then be able to do them, see them through, and then you're happy. You're not owing anyone. You're not doing anything. You're just. I think that's my biggest achievement.
Okay.
Life of satisfaction.
All right. Now, is there anything that you would have wanted God to do for you at 60 that He hasn't done?
As if you want the truth, there is nothing. There's, there's actually nothing. I'm very okay, very very satisfied.
Okay.
Maybe on a global stage, that is when this whole conversation is beyond me. You know, I would, of course, at 60, I would have loved to see a better Nigeria, because as little kids, we knew how things were better, but when we now find our country where we are worse than we were, 30, 40 years ago when we were kids, So those are the kind of things that I actually would say that I'm not happy seeing, at 60. There's so much poverty in the land. There's so much lack of, Nigeria has literally gone down, from what it used to be. So that's probably the area I would tell you that I'm not happy, when at 60. But if you're at the personal level, I'm very satisfied.
All right. So, what is going to change about you now that you're 60?
The only thing that will change about me is that I'll pay more attention to the community, to my people. I'll be going home more often, and then know that of course when I die, being an Igbo man, I'll be brought back there. So it will be distasteful when you're buried amongst those who don't like you. They might spit at your grave, things like that. So maybe pay more attention to my people, and then